A few years ago, we experienced a moment where the world's supply line seemed to dry up. New cars vanished from dealerships, and simple electronics were sold out for months. These multi-billion-dollar companies didn't fail because of factory accidents or bad products. They struggled because they were looking entirely at their own internal operations, leaving them blind to the shifting world outside their walls. To stay in business, a firm needs two distinct radar systems. One system scans the distant horizon for massive, slow-moving storms. The other tracks the immediate perimeter, watching the specific arena where the company fights for its daily survival. We call that long-range radar PESTEL. It scans for global changes. The short-range radar is called Porter's 5 forces. It maps the immediate pressures trying to drain a company's profit. Operating without these tools is like driving through a blizzard with a blindfold on. This lack of vision is exactly how the global microchip crisis caught some of the smartest businesses on Earth completely off guard. This chart outlines the 6 macro forces PESTEL monitors: political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. It diagnoses what is hitting your supply chain right now and acts as a forward-looking scan for trends quietly gaining strength. Look at the chip crisis. Long before the shortage hit, the political relationship between the US and China began to shift. That single macro force redrew the map of where companies were allowed to buy their microchips. This flowchart shows the 4 steps for a quality analysis. You define the scope, find specific evidence like a new law, evaluate how urgent the threat is, and then convert those findings into a concrete action plan. PESTEL allows a company to anticipate environmental change rather than just reacting to a disaster after the damage is done. This diagram shows our second radar, Porter's 5 forces. We zoom in from the global horizon to the specific industry battlefield. Its primary job is to find where profit is being eroded, whether by greedy suppliers, demanding buyers, or aggressive rivals. This graphic shows why microchips are such a dangerous business for buyers. A single factory costs $20 billion. That massive cost acts as a wall, protecting the profits of firms already inside. But that concentration creates extreme supplier power. Almost all advanced chips come from a few facilities. During the shortage, car companies were forced to accept any price or lead time demanded just to keep assembly lines moving. This chart highlights the threat of substitutes. The ceiling line shows how alternative technologies like 3D printing or digital delivery limit how much an industry can charge for its services. Then there is rivalry. If every company in an industry just focuses on being efficient in the exact same way, no one wins an advantage. The improvements just get offset by lower margins. Every choice a company makes about where to source materials or how much inventory to keep is a tactical move designed to defend their profit against these specific threats. The most effective strategic thinkers layer these radars together. Macro forces on the horizon change the immediate battlefield. A sudden political trade war can instantly restrict materials, shifting control directly to your suppliers and deciding which firms survive. By combining these tools, a company can see how their specific battlefield will change over the next 3 to 5 years. In 2018, the signs were there. If companies had analyzed both the rising political risks and the high power held by a few suppliers, the danger of depending on a single region would have been clear years before the shortage. This matrix shows the strategic response. When supplier power is high, the plan is to find secondary sources and build up inventory buffers, rather than just cutting costs. The goal isn't to predict the future with perfect accuracy, it is to build a supply chain resilient enough to survive whatever actually happens. A resilient supply chain can absorb massive shocks, like a pandemic or a trade war, and continue operating while the competition grinds to a halt. We analyze the environment so we can survive it. Think of a brand you love. Which macro storm is on their horizon, and which force is threatening their profits today?